So to start, I like to read the cards from left to right, starting with your 5-card story. So for you guys, we have the 10 of Cups, the Hermit, the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. Alright, 2 familiars here because I know I saw the Hermit and the Ace of Swords recently, and 2 good cards as well. So first, I'm feeling like Queen of Wands, even though I've said before that I do not associate the court cards with their element, as in Queen of Wands isn't necessarily a fire sign, but it can be. That's a possibility. I'm always open to that. But usually it's just, for me, someone that embodies that energy. But I do feel like in this case, it's you. I feel like it's representing your energy, your go-getter, very active, getting things done, ambitious. I get that word ambitious. And again, it is female here because this is general. It can be male or female. Of course, it can be someone that you're focused on who takes on those traits as well. But definitely get illumination. And again, this fire energy, especially because even though the sun, which I shouldn't mention right now, but the sun is my advice card for you guys, but I feel like it's shining a light on everything around it. So whatever happens in December, there might be just enlightenment or things coming to light, like all around you coming to light. The sun is shining on everything. But just scanning through, I feel like whatever it is that's coming to light isn't necessarily a negative thing. The Queen, the Queen here is between 2 very slow-moving cards, which is hilarious, because again, I feel like you might even feel trapped. Like you want to burst out and not burn everything around you, but you want to burst out and spread your energy all around. Because the Hermit is my quiet dude. He likes to relax. He needs to spend time away. That's not necessarily a negative thing. Sometimes people need it. I'm feeling like you, or the person you're focused on, is squished between this Hermit energy and then this very slow-moving Knight of Pentacles, who's usually a steadfast dude. He's stable. Whatever he's offering is real, is genuine, and he's thought about it plenty because he's taken his time getting there. But I do get a vibe of like, just get it done already. Wanting to get it done. Give me the offer. Stop taking so long to get here. That's what I'm feeling. Like there is a sense of tiredness maybe around having to wait. I do also get the month of December can be a lot of thinking, just thinking about family, thinking about wanting a family, wanting to raise a family, or expand as well, or you're just very excited about maybe meeting new family or spending time with family. Although in some cases as well, I keep looking at the Hermit that has their back turned to the 10 of Cups. Maybe some of you actually do want to step away and be in isolation a little bit. Like maybe it's being forced upon you. For some of you. Because this little Hermit is just like turned away and focused on the energy of the Queen of Wands. Maybe some of you do want to get away from the home environment and not necessarily spend time with family. Because you know it's probably not going to be all that great, depending on what your family's like. Maybe there's another offer you want to take, and that's what the Knight of Pentacles is about as well. Like you're like, oh, I could spend it with you guys, because we're blood, and that's what most people do, but I really want to take this offer here, this real offer that I've been waiting for. Maybe that's an offer that you've been waiting for a long time, because the Knight of Pentacles is not a speedy guy. It takes his freaking time. And you're just like, I kind of want to do that instead. And that can be that can even potentially be like a solo adventure, or just you and a partner, as opposed to you a partner, their parents, your parents, and etc. etc. And then by the end as well, we have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords for me cuts two different ways. It can be negative, actually any card, it can be negative or positive or somewhere in between. This card can just be firm, it can be bringing things to light, telling the truth. Maybe you're telling people the truth that, hey, I want to do this instead, I'm not interested in doing that other thing I've been doing for years. This could be totally aside from that. It can, for some, be a financial sudden opportunity, money coming in as well, because the aces are usually sudden for me, and this one impacts some form of breakthrough. It's next to the Knight of Pentacles, so it can be a financial opportunity that's broken through unexpectedly, and you're just surprised about it and thinking about it heavily, or you could have figured something out in regards to money. This could be a partner that you have a revelation about, whether it's that this person feels like a viable candidate, and in my view they do, because I feel like the Knight of Pentacles is steady. Some might see him as boring, but it just came to me, so I apologize when I jump all around, because I just started thinking about the various people and the way these cards can be speaking, and I just thought of someone who, again, Queen of Wands is the main focus, whether you or the other person, but I think it's you. And then they're seeing someone else, and that someone else can be the Knight of Pentacles, as a real opportunity. Like by the end of the month, they're like, I like this person, or I like the situation. It can be, I like this job. This is real. I'm going to take it. Definite light bulb moment. You can feel like this situation is going to bring you the family that you want, for instance. All right, I'm going to think I will leave it there for the story. I'm still going to talk about the other cards. So, as usual, I like to draw 2 cards for the overall theme for each of the weeks. So I'm going to read those just as I did the other 5-card story. And for the first week, we have the 2 of Chalices and the Wheel. And then we have the 5 of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. The third week, we have the 5 of Chalices and the 10 of Wands. I'm not a huge fan of the third week. The fourth week, we have the 9 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, first week, what registered is a focus on major life turnaround involving emotional state, or relationships. Whether you're already in a relationship, looking for a relationship, the wheel is turning. And when I look at the wheel, because I don't do direct reversals, because I don't like looking at cards upside down, I personally view it as whatever your situation is now, the wheel is turning in the other direction. So if you felt like you were very unlucky, which I felt was the overall energy the past few months, luck is turning around, and whatever is affecting is probably an emotional thing. Or it can be affecting a friendship or relationship or some sort of deep bond or connection. Yeah, that's what I get for the focus. And sorry that I'm like sniffling to death. I think I'm getting a cold. Okay. Let's see if I have anything to say. No, I think I'm going to stay with that. I would say major turn of events in regards to, again, relationship, friendship, connection with another person, or all of a sudden you're in a relationship or you're dating and you like the person and it's just the wheels are turning in your favor. I'm trying to avoid saying that if you were lucky that you'll be unlucky, mostly because even though I said what I said about the wheel, what comes after it feels, with exceptions to the third week, what comes directly after it doesn't really feel that negative. But you know what? I'll say it. There is a possibility that that situation, that relationship is just turning in the other direction because there is the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands is an energy of combativeness. It's usually small fights for me, or a lot of like little jobs. In this case, coming from Two of Cups in the Wheel, this connection that you have can involve someone like the Queen of Pentacles. It can involve someone who embodies that energy of the Queen of Pentacles. So maybe they're focused on finances, or they're normally a grounded person, or actually in this case, they can be a bit of a financial mess. Maybe they're the type who are actually overspending, want more than they have, like people to think that they have more money than they have, you know, without the actual finances to back it up. But they want other people to see that. They want other people to see them a certain way. Cannot speak. And for whatever reason, there's combative energy around this person. You can be fighting about money. You can be fighting with this person who's willing to just scatter money to the ground. This person can be starting up some sort of competitive energy. They can be competing with you or you them. Either way, there is some back and forth with this other person in this particular week. Why? That I'm not sure, but thinking about like the last week, it can have to do with an emotional connection. I also got this can be someone who sees you as competition. That's a possibility. Fire signs are lovely. So maybe this person is jealous they don't have any charisma. Who knows? Whatever it is, I get the vibe of picking fights, competition, involving one other person. They could be starting shit up around other people to go against you a little bit. It doesn't feel major. It feels like petty though. It feels like small things, like nothing big, but annoying enough that you almost have to beat this person down, or just actually deal with them because they're the theme of the week. Of course, again, it can just be fighting over money. Maybe you've bought too many gifts, or you don't have enough money to buy gifts, and there's some sort of struggles there, bickering about who can get what or who can buy what. I'm only thinking that way because December, I always think about Christmas, so it's in my head. It can also be just a lot to do, or someone's being demanding too, because when I've experienced the Five of Wands as a general, especially in work, usually it's just a lot of little jobs that come in that you gotta like swat away. You gotta take care of them. But it's like, got your request, I got your request, I got what you want, I got what you want, I got it. So there can be something like that where just a bunch of people are saying, don't forget this, you got to do this, whether you're saying it to yourself. I think there is a lot going on. All right, the third week, which I want to skip, could be worse, so that's the positive about it. I never like the Five of Chalices. I mean, there are a lot of, negative cards in the tarot just by default. And I see them that way because I've experienced them that way. But in some ways, the Five of Cups is one of my least favorites to see, because usually there's a lot of sadness behind it. There's regret. There's thinking about what could have been done better. So if this potentially involves this little bickering that was happening the last week before, This week, you can be just sad about it. You can be reflecting on it and wishing that the conversation went a different way, or wishing that you've taken different measures, or whatever. Either way, the energy around it, especially with the Ten of Wands, it feels like a burden. Like this week, you're carrying a bit of a burden. The good thing is that I think it clears up by the last week, but it's the focus of this particular week. And what's interesting about this Ten of Wands in particular is I still get heavy burden, mostly because it's the Five of Five of Pentacles. It's the Five of Chalices. Whatever it is, I do think you hold yourself up, because if you look at the woman, she's in some sort of contortion. She's positioned in such a way, she's still holding herself up. I have the means to hold herself in this very unique position, at least unique to me. And she's dealing with it. So I feel like whatever it is, you're dealing with these feelings and you do move past it. It's a little bit of a burden, but this particular Ten of Wands, I feel like, is stronger than most of the others. You know, some of the others are hunched over holding a bunch of sticks. I feel like they're going to fall over. It's so heavy. I feel like this person can handle it better than most Ten of Wands. So that's the positive there. And it's almost as if you're channeling your fiery energy in order to make that happen. So it's going to be alright. It's going to be fine. I mean, the last week we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. And all of a sudden, I feel like the last week is focused on money. And this one brings me back to the 5-card story, because we did have the Knight of Pentacles, which could, as an aside, be a financial offer that actually comes in. It can be just a big old fat monetary gift. But yeah, with thinking of the Nine of Pentacles, there's usually financial satisfaction, stability next to the 3. I feel like I want to say I got all my ducks in a row. So yes, there was some fighting. Yes, there was some sort of sadness. But I'm okay by the end of the month. I'm fine. I got everything in order. I can take care of myself. There is independence here. It doesn't have to be financial, even though they're Pentacles. I do feel like the focus does go back to money this week, but also may go back to your stability and overall independence as a person. And yeah, you're back to, I get, physical well-being. And I say that looking at these cards that are very green, that move away from the other colors, and then it's more stable, calm, collected, cool, and put together again. So there might be a few hiccups along the way, but I would say the end of the month is looking good. It's looking stable. You might even get some good gifts or just money, a good bonus. Maybe you get a good fat bonus you didn't expect. I don't know how it works wherever it is, most of your guys' jobs, but it could be something like that.